So here's my tank. It's been running for a few months. Got, I guess it's Sebae Anemone. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really new to anemones. Unfortunately, not knowing enough about them, I picked up a bleached anemone, and he's pretty much spending all of his time on his side. Obviously his color, pretty white, will not latch on to the sand. Does seem to eat, and he does kind of move around, so you can tell he's still alive. So I'm not real sure if he's going to pull through or not. Everything else in the tank is doing real well. It's a little cloudy because I just cleaned the inside with a brush. I did not do a water change or anything. But I've got a couple of clowns that are pretty small. I have an angel in there, which you might see. I'm not sure where. He's a little blue guy. And then there's a shrimp that you probably see in the background there. There's the angel. So, really the tank seems to be running well. Parameters seem good at this point. Some homemade plumbing going on for water change purposes. That pump runs to a UV sterilizer underneath the tank. Wave maker to get some aeration. And another wave maker that pushes to filter water through the rocks. And a hang on back ES hops protein skimmer that definitely does the job. So really in terms of the tank, I'm happy with where things are, but just a little nervous about this guy. Had him for about a week, and I'm not sure he's gonna make it. I've been feeding. I've got frozen shrimp that kind of putting into a little dropper and kind of feeding him. His mouth, you can't really see it there, but seems to take the food, and he also tries to defend himself from the shrimp a bit. So I think he's still got some fight in him. But I don't know. If anybody's got any suggestions on the anemone, that would be great. Obviously I know the tank only being a few months old, that's probably not ideal, but because the parameters are good, I'm not sure whether all hope is lost. I do have a few corals in there that seem to be doing okay. They're really tiny. You can barely even see them. There's one there on the edge. A little mushroom up there. And they seem to be doing pretty good so far. In terms of the lighting, this is one thing that I'm kind of curious about. I'm probably going to need to upgrade my lighting, and I'm assuming that's probably got something to do with why the anemone isn't doing so well. These are LEDs, but it's a real high-powered, expensive LED. I'm trying to find a model number. Probably not going to be able to find it. Let me turn the light on. So this is a Fluval LED. Shut that off for a sec. It's kind of grimy. Yeah, I can't seem to find a model number. But this is a 65-gallon tank. And clearly it's, long enough for that. So that's my tank. Somewhere between deciding on reef or fish, maybe a little bit of both. I really do enjoy keeping this tank. I've been a cichlid guy so far, so this is all new to me. So, I'm up for learning. I figure that fellow YouTubers have some idea. Maybe some things I could try to do for the anemone to help him along. I can't, actually, at the current moment, I can't afford to get any metal halides or anything, but that's coming soon. So, in the next few weeks. So I'm hoping that I can figure something out in the meantime to kind of help him through. I have a feeling that the spectrum on this particular LED is actually pretty decent because it's a really bright LED. You can probably sort of tell just from this view. And the corals seem to do fine with it. But that little anemone, I'm just not sure.